Since the ongoing lead water crisis in Flint, Michigan, people across the country have had growing concerns about their water, including here in Philadelphia. It's a little known fact that in 1993, the Environmental Protection Agency warned the Philadelphia School District about the lead contamination in Philly schools. Today, more than 1 out of every 10 Philadelphia children have concerning levels of lead contamination. Youth United for Change, a youth leadership organization in Philly, started their fight for clean water access in Philadelphia schools in February 2015. When students reported being forced to buy water since there was no safe drinking water in school, YUC testified at City Hall and directly influenced the creation and passing of bills that require annual lead testing at all Philadelphia public schools and mandate schools to have one working water fountain for every 100 students. We visited YUC to learn more about their advocacy.
Hi, I'm Shumi, and I'm at Youth United for Change, and we're here to talk about the struggle to get clean water access in schools, and I'm here with
Gaia.
What have been some of your observations or experience with water in your school?
Sometimes students would want to go drink some water, and it's usually hot, and the water is not really clean, and some of the schools don't really allow them to bring water bottles.
What are some of YUC's demands referring to clean water?
Well, there's actually two major demands. One, that when all the hydration stations get put into these schools, that the students are able to know what to do if there's a problem with the hydration station, like if there's a red light that comes on and it's not filtered right, to make sure that people keep up with those water fountains, like don't just put it in there and then leave it there and expect it to just be fine for the rest of the year. And also the fact that more schools need to be able to bring water bottles in the school in order to use the hydration station. And if students are able to bring a bottle in the school to keep them hydrated through the day, it's a little pointless.
Being able to generate enough power and know who to speak that power to has really made a major impact in getting some of the things that we've been calling for.
How have you been able to win some of your demands?
Well, really, it's been a lot of hard work. Our students have really taken the time to investigate this issue and to put in the energy and the labor into analyzing the problems and bringing in some of their peers and doing that grassroots organizing so that our legislators, decision makers in the city aren't able to say that young people don't care about their schools or care about some of these issues that some might think are mundane, such as water access. Our students really care a lot and are representative of students around the city, and that's really important.
We decided to look around in our own schools. Sion visited Mastery Charter Pinkett campus to see what is being done to make sure that the water students are drinking is safe.
What are the administrators and other staff members doing to ensure that the water that we're drinking is safe?
Great question, Zion. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to have the best answer for you, but I'm going to give you the true answer. I just became principal this past July, and so up until this moment, I have done nothing to ensure that the water is safe because it hasn't even crossed my mind as something to do. While I've been in this building for 7 years and I've never once actually asked about the water in the building, I've only been principal since July. So there are two people that I directly supervise that this would be one of their responsibilities, which is our building engineer and our assistant principal of operations.
We talked to one of those people she supervises. Mr. Watt is the building engineer at Mastery Charter Pinkett campus.
You've been here 1 year. Can you tell us what the administration and the staff has been doing to ensure that the fountain water that these students are drinking is safe?
We just did a backflow test to make sure the water that's coming from the city, there's nothing coming into this building.
You said the backflow tests for any type of contaminants. Does lead actually count for that?
No, that would be like a separate testing.
So you're not aware of any of the lead water tests that are going around?
No, not at all. But it's something I will try to follow up on.
I do drink from our fountains. I don't drink from our bathrooms where it says don't drink the water.
Because this is a part of a public charter school, do you think that this new policy that the school district is applying will apply to this school as well?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I didn't know about it. We are a public charter school, so my hope is that because we partner with the School District of Philadelphia with many things, including a lot of our policies, including professional development and sharing resources. My hope is that we're public, we get public funding, that same testing of the water would apply to us. I would certainly advocate for it if I knew who to contact. And what I would love from you guys is who are the people that are in charge of this? Who can I reach out to get representation for us as a charter school as well?
Confusion about lead water testing isn't limited to one school. POPPYN producers conducted a survey of students, teachers, and administrators at various schools. We found out that many students and staff were unaware of what is going on. We asked questions like,
Do you drink the water at your school?
And received answers like,
If we can't drink sink water, why should we drink fountain water? They all come from the same pipes.
It's warm and it doesn't taste good.
Yes, we aren't offered any other things.
Because I'd be thirsty.
We also asked,
Are you aware that 8% of 40 Philly public schools tested positive for lead water?
No, but not surprised.
After hearing reports of contaminated water at West Philly High School, which got a whole new building in 2012, parents and community members demanded a meeting with school officials and the environmental director of the school district. We attended this meeting to interview those who showed up. So, Anthony, what brought you here today?
So I'm here because of the water crisis at West Philadelphia High. I worked in the building last year, and there were concerns about the pollution in the water before. I'm hearing reports students are like hitting me up telling me that, yeah, I didn't drink no water today because the water was brown.
This school is fairly new, so for this situation to be going on, it's a fairly new precedent. So I wanted to make sure I found out and got as much information about the issue to pass on to the community and other parents as well.
When are the letters going to come out of our house? When you going to contact us as parents to get our kids tested for the lead?
Somewhere during the meeting, I heard, one of you guys say that you were adding hydration stations in the schools. That's so right. Are they in every school now, or, is it still a work in progress?
We have hydration stations in about 95% of the schools, and we committed to having free hydration stations in every school by the end of the school year, and we'll be done sooner than that. So we'll probably be done by the end of April.
I understand that you guys test, public school water for lead and other types of pollutants in the water. Do you guys also do that with charter schools? Because charter schools are technically public schools.
We have tested the lead in water at several charter schools, primarily those that occupy School District of Philadelphia buildings. But I am going to reach out to the charter office and talk about this with them, because you bring up a really good point that everybody is required to do this testing. All schools should, and I think that we need to make sure that that's consistent.
And I'm just asking, as a community member and a parent of the kids here, can we please set up a new standard, a new precedent for communication amongst parents and staff here? A new standard as far as how the information goes out to the community, so us as parents can get the information if we can't make it out.
With the information that you got today from the principal and all that, do you think that they know what they're talking about?
I think that they have like a hold on a lot of information, but they don't know how to make it accessible to community members because they don't talk to community members.
So tell me, Chris, why should the children in the school district care about the water?
Because I feel like as complicated as the adults are trying to make this problem, when you just break it down to the simple ingredients, it's a building with water that could possibly be bad. And as human beings, our body is majority water. So when you think about in simplistic ingredients and put it in that form, I think you can kind of see how these things just going into a human body, how they could be detrimental.
Moving forward, we hope that all schools, public, private, and charter, will be more proactive around ensuring access to clean water. In the meantime, I'm Tyrone.
And I'm Chris.
And that's what's poppin'. To find out more about this issue, you can visit the following website and organizations: